King Jack. What's going on there, buddy? Okay, so I want to talk to everybody real quick about the whole Trump thing that's going on right now. Um, I actually woke up this morning to it. Um, to the best of to everything I've gathered so far, Trump is in the process of being impeached. He's been charged with obstruction of power and no abuse of power. Excuse me, abuse of power and obstruction of Congress, I believe. Um, both charges are actually very bad. There's only a handful of charges that are considered high crimes and misdemeanors for an impeachment, and he's got. Uh, it was a dramatic vote for the when the House actually did their votes for it. So he's in the process of going through that right now. Once, well, if he's actually what's the word? If he's actually proven guilty in both charges, he can be removed from power. But one thing people are not looking at right now, if has anybody actually looked at the rally that Trump had in regards to the Democrats? Trump said he's not worried. Now, me personally, that scares me. That scares me really bad. That scares me really bad. That to me, that means we know he knows something we don't. I can't put my finger on it right now, but if he knows something we don't, that means that he's. I look at it as he could possibly have an ace in the hole. Now, I'm not necessarily. What's what I'm looking for? If he's removed from office, which in likelihood he probably will be removed. If he's removed from office, the Democrats will actually be very happy about this. A lot of people in the world, especially the Hispanic people in the world, would actually be very happy about this. Um, if he isn't, then they're doing all this for nothing. But he said he's not worried. He's not worried because tongue tied. He knows something we don't. At least that's what I'm looking. That's how I'm looking at it as. The last rally, I can't recall everything verbatim that he actually, said, but he's up. I feel like Trump's up to something. If he's up to something, it's gonna show. If he's not up to something, maybe he's just talking outside of his neck. But if not, just be removed from office. It's still a process. He still has to go before the Senate. He still has to actually go through the process of the trial. He has to actually, be stuck with those charges. Well, they're very bad charges. Those are actually very bad. Um, he actually complete the process before the whole removal of office can take place. But the votes did come in, and right now he is, he has to go to the trial. That's basically where we're at with it right now. Um, I try my best to not necessarily pay attention to news feeds and things on those lines because being in the military, they only show it from one specific um, one specific point of view, one specific political point of view. Like one of the channels is so democratic that they just look at it as, oh, Trump is just doing A, B, X, Y, Z, and it's just a stain on America. Whereas another channel, which is purely Republican, they look at it as Trump's doing this for us. Trump's doing this because, like the whole Hispanic thing, the whole, okay, it's racist to actually, target Hispanic people like that, and the whole wall thing. I get what's what I'm looking for. I get the illegal immigration. The I get what he was saying. Like, there's a lot of people. Well, there's a lot of illegal people here who are actually taking jobs that Americans actually could use. But here's the thing. One thing we have to look at, well, that I've learned to look at, a good handful of Americans just don't want to work. They would prefer to scam people. They would prefer to do illegal acts of against. Forgive me, y'all. Like I'm still trying to wake up. But a lot of Americans just ultimately don't want to work. They want to just sit around with their thumb up their ass. I think if the I'll say the illegal immigrants, the people who are here but have yet to go through the process, you need to go through the process. I get yes, I do agree with that, but I don't necessarily think building a wall to keep them out is necessarily the right way. But I mean, to me, it just sounds racist. Like, come on now, it's America, home of the free. Now, obviously, there's a process to go through. Like, yes, you need to do that process. Like, that's it's a lot to take in right now. It really is. Am I a Trump supporter? I can't say that I am. I think from a business standpoint, Trump was brilliant. I think in regards to being a president, I don't know. He's done a lot. Trump has really done a lot. He's everyone who watches Trump, they know what he's done. Someone needs to keep his Twitter from him. Someone needs to. Yeah, the list goes on. We're not going to get into that. Ultimately, if I can tell anybody anything, we need to just actually wait until the actual trial's done. Wait until the trial's done, and we actually go from there. To have our hopes up so high, well, I mean, I'm fine whether if he's in office or not. There's nothing I can really do for it anyway. I mean, I wish I could just wake up. I've been so tired, y'all. Forgive me, but ultimately, we just need to see what happens. So I just thought I'd voice an opinion on it. He still has to go through the trial, and let's hypothetically say the trial he goes through it, and I believe the term is acquitted. Well, whatever the correct term is. Let's say he goes through it and he's actually removed from office. I don't think there's that many people suitable to actually replace him. I think the Andy Yang guy he stands a good chance, but at the same time, Andy Yang still has to be you know I think they have to be voted into office like a regular voting for presidency. But that's like the only guy. Like Yang seems like he can actually do something good in America, but um he has to actually get there. We have to see what's available. I guess like it sounds silly, but ultimately that's all I really got into it. I looked it up, did a decent amount of research into it, gathered what I could. I gotta be honest, I wasn't necessarily watching the anything presidential that Trump been doing, but for him to be removed, like for him to be removed would actually, well, the world feels as though they would benefit from it. Yeah, I don't know. I honestly couldn't tell you. Like I just go off what I've researched, what I've gathered, everything that actually been hitting the fan when it comes to his actions. He's uh, he need help. I'll say that he need help. I have to go back to sleep. Like for some strange reason, I'm just really really tired. Like the video, comment, subscribe. If y'all got something y'all want to talk to me about, feel free to hit me up. Uh, it's trending right now. Y'all, just hit me back. I'll talk to y'all later. I'm gonna go back to sleep.